brief because y'all have heard a lot of speakers tonight, and I know there's a lot of questions y'all want to get to. My name is JP Morrell. I'm actually here on behalf of my mother. Y'all may know her, Cynthia Hedge Morrell. She was the principal of McDonald 50 in the French Quarter for 30 years. And we've talked about today about how Treme is a sacred place and how Armstrong Park, Congo Square is the center of that. And I cannot reiterate that enough, how important Treme is to the city of New Orleans. But let's be very clear. We're speaking tonight as if this horrific city hall plan is the beginning of the war against Treme. Really, it's the last nail in the coffin of the war against Treme. When the city of New Orleans 5 years ago allowed these ridiculous short-term rentals to come in our city, that's when the war against Treme began. Let me add insult to injury. When this council carved out the Garden District in the French Quarter from these STRs, but they left Treme on the table, they were not looking out for Treme. I know many of you live in Treme. Many of you used to live in Treme because you can't live there anymore. So I really hope that the team that comes together today over this issue, obviously I'm in complete opposition to this. I've been in opposition to it. I've been in opposition to STRs since they showed up here. We knew when they came here, other cities across the country warned us. They told us they come into your city, they pillage, they chase your residents out so they can't live here, and it becomes Disneyland. I will tell you, what scares me about this development, what scares me is that it's not about a government complex. That's just phase one. If any of y'all have been to Gretna, if you've been to any of our surrounding parishes, you get the government complex, you get the national coffee chains, you get all of the commercial private development around it.
To the east it goes.
To the east it goes. But the issue is this. Listen to me. You think it's bad now with STRs pricing our residents out? Yes. Think about this real basic. I'm a lawyer. Let me tell you, this is real basic. There's a reason why you have skyscrapers around City Hall. Because all law firms that go to CDC. You put CDC in the Treme, where do you think those law firms are going to want to go? It's not just about the monstrosity that the City Hall is. It's about the monstrosities that are going to pop up around it by design. And what really hurts my heart is that we as a city came together over this comprehensive zoning ordinance years ago. This sacred document. No one can develop and violate the CZO. And what we've seen since that document is every council comes in and they put exceptions. They just go in there and they go, you can build your high rise here, you can build whatever you want here. This is just the beginning of the redevelopment and destruction of Treme. I am so passionate about this because I already know so many of my friends. My mom grew up on Claiborne Avenue. She grew up on Claiborne Avenue. She learned how to bike ride on those trees that used to be there. Okay? That's how far back my family goes back to Treme. Organization's important because when the federal government wanted to run a highway through the French Quarter, they organized, and there was no highway in the French Quarter. But you know where that highway went? Down Claiborne Avenue. You cannot give an inch. There is no compromise on this. No compromise. You don't get a parking lot. You don't get a parkplex. You don't get anything. Because the moment you compromise is the moment they take everything. Pastor, I didn't mean to preach. Amy, I did not mean to step on Claiborne, because you know we are there on Claiborne. Do not let this happen, because it will not end with a City Hall. It'll end with Disneyland. Thank you.